Would you guys put Journey in?
Yeah, they belong in. It's not gonna be my thing, but I think they belong in.
I think the little Thailand guy, Manny Pacquiao, has fucked it up for them. Their lead singer, Manny Pacquiao, showed no aggressiveness the other night and has ruined Journey.
I mean, how did Manny even think he was winning that band?
Who sat around and told us Pacquiao was going to win this thing by knockout?
I did. I said Pacquiao in the 5th, and when it didn't happen, I felt pretty stupid.
You didn't put money on that, did you?
Of course I did.
Puts money on everything.
Why wouldn't I put money on it? I felt sure of it.
You know what? If you want to make sure that it doesn't rain on your wedding day, get this motherfucker to bet on rain. That's the only thing you could possibly do. I would like to, every time a hurricane comes up, have him bet that it's going to hit Florida so that it'll just bypass and hit the Bahamas.
I'm due at some point, aren't I?
It would seem that way. It would seem that you couldn't even do this as a joke. Now, you watched the fight the other night?
Yeah, I watched the fight. I was locked into that thing.
A lot of people complaining about the fight. Did you like it or dislike it?
At the time, I liked it, and then I just read the next morning, like, oh my God, everyone hated this thing.
So it changed the way you felt about it?
No, I still like the fight. I don't care. If I liked it at the time, I liked it. I don't care how many points people bring up or how bad people think that the fight actually went down. But no, I liked the fight. I enjoyed it.
Did you like it for the price, though?
I did not pay full price for that thing, so I was fine.
Let me tell you something. It's a really good point because the fight was fine for what they do. I mean, it certainly was one of the things that could have happened, just a big defensive fight, and we all saw that coming. But it's like one of those things where you're like, hey, this is a good steak, and then you see it's $100 steak. You're like, really? $100 for the steak? I think that's how I felt about that fight. Like, did they really deserve to make the $400 million on that deal that they did?
No, because it was the same Mayweather fight we've seen the last however many Mayweather fights.
So why blame that on him? That's the way he fights.
And reading all the analysis or whatever afterwards of people, bitching, complaining, like, yeah, so he's technically the best boxer ever because he knows how to, like, I read game the system. Like, he knows how to get points in the boxing system, and he does it. He does it every single time.
You can't get mad at anybody who plays the game the way the rules are set up. The only thing you could do is change the rules. You know what I mean? They literally had to do that in basketball where they had to say, all right, we got to set up a shot clock. Because before that, teams would get a lead and then hold on to the ball. You can't get angry at the team for doing that. You can't get angry at a football team for taking the knee 3 times to end a game and eat up, a minute and a half. Pacquiao had a job to do, and he didn't go do it. No. Now, after the fight, he thought he had, and he thought he won the fight. That interview after the fight, he was like, I did win because Manny Pacquiao from Philippines.
Apparently his corner was telling him he was winning the fight the entire time.
I am winning the fight. The corner told me I win the fight.
Manny, stop listening to Freddie Roach.
Right, I win the fight.
He didn't even put in that you were injured beforehand.
I am a champion. That would be against the rules in any other sport, by the way. You would have to say in football if Tom Brady was injured.
Yeah.
And in boxing, they tell us after, well, his shoulder's bent. Well, why not tell the people who were going to bet? That would have changed a lot of people's bet.
It turns out he had a torn rotator cuff, which is a pretty big goddamn injury for a dude who punches for a living.
Swinging your arms around.
Rotator cuff for winning fight.
You should have told us that he had a little Pacquiao.
Ouch! Ow! Pacquiao! Yeah, where my belt? Everyone take my belt away, but I win the fight.
No, Manny, you didn't.
Yes.
No, you lost terribly.
Champion.
Not anymore.
I am the champion of the world.
No, Mayweather is.
Right. He had my belt. Could you give me my belt back?
It's Mayweather's now.
Just let him. Just tell him.
But my corner say I win the fight.
Yeah, he won. You did good.
Champion fight.
You won.
I won the fight.
Yes, you're so
won
tough.
the fight. Then where my belt at?
Just tell him that he won, please.
No, he didn't. Mayweather.
Why are my children crying if I won the fight?
Because Mayweather's taking all your belts from you.
But I landed less punches and let him dominate the fight, so I'm the winner.
Someone run out and get him a belt that he can hold, please.
Pushing him into the corner.
My pants are falling down because I win the fight, but they don't give me my belt back. And the Burger King would not give me back my belts.
Oh, Manny. Jimmy Kimmel didn't help you at all.
He mocked me. It really was a mocking move.
Yeah, it was
that
a
he
little,
did.
and it was like really taking his heat.
Yeah.
It's like the kid's coming out for the fight.
Yeah, it's your biggest moment in Pacquiao's life, so why not me jump around and do a little
you
fuck.
have a show where you get to sit there and be the center of attention.
Yeah, he's just making fun of the fact that anyone ever is in an entourage in history.
I like that. Did you see the ants get interviewed afterwards? And they asked him, so what's Manny going to do with the money? And they just all jump up and down. He's going to save the money. He's going to save all the money. That's, wow, they're really crazy.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
The hell were they thinking? I read somewhere he's giving away half already to charity.
Aw. Pacquiao.
Yeah, that should be his own fucking charity himself. I am the charity. I give the money to myself.
But he makes a nice chunk of change for himself, right?
Yeah, but they all end up buying white tigers and losing their money.
Right.
Yeah, he pulled in like 120 million final.
Yeah. So you're going to lose half to fucking taxes, another half to his charity and expenses.
Management's going to take a big chunk out of it.
And then the other half to Tiger vet bills.
Oh, yeah. And then the tiger will maul someone next door.
Right. You're going to have to deal with that.
Right.
But maybe it'll be in the Philippines where you could probably just pay someone off for a lot less. I mean, he's a congressman.
Yeah, sure is.